Vitruvius has just taken a huge risk with their biggest project yet, Arken Age. After pouring years of effort and what must have been a massive budget into this game, they're at a breaking point. This release could either propel them into the VR Hall of Fame or send them back to square one. Today I'll share 3 reasons why this could be a monumental misstep or a hit we'll never forget. Reason 1. The developer's track record. Let's start with Vitruvius themselves. They've got 2 prior games under their belt, Shadow Legends VR and Mervils. Both received solid reviews, good enough to earn them a loyal fanbase, but not exactly chart-topping hits. Fans appreciate their effort and creativity, but these games weren't perfect, but they were good. Now, here's the kicker. Arken Age is on an entirely different level. It's more ambitious, more complex, and undoubtedly more expensive. While I praise them to aim that high, history is full of studios that tried to leap too far and ended up stumbling. A big budget game could be a gamble if it's not planned enough, especially for a studio on the verge of breaking into the big leagues. Will Vitruvius thrive under pressure, or will Arken Age be their downfall? Reason 2. The game itself. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter, the quality of the game. If you've seen the trailer, you know what I mean when I say it looks damn good. The graphics, lighting, and overall visuals are rarely good for VR. But after a closer look, I noticed some flaws. The second time I saw the trailer, I could notice a few stiff animations on the non-robotic characters, plus a few average-looking textures. Let me show you. Here the NPCs look pretty static when doing the classical NPC bobbing, you know. And here the fish monster is swimming in a predetermined route and not changing vertical levels. I mean, the visual dynamics are on point, but then there are details such as the surface of the water here, which looks flat. The spire mortar and wall textures aren't the best either. But on the flip side, you have gorgeous lighting dynamics. Graphics aside, the gameplay is what excites me the most. It's gameplay designed specifically for VR. Unlike many VR games that barely scratches the surface of what the platform can do, Arken Age leans in all the way, from the physics-based combat with a variety of melee and range weapons to the interactive environment. Everything feels tailored for the sort of immersion VR is unique for. Just listen to this snippet from their press kit. When developing Arken Age, our biggest focus was on realistic physics-based combat, one-of-a-kind VR weaponry, and creating a full-length campaign with an endless replayability mode. Players begin with 3 fully customizable weapons and can collect 30 unique weapon mods, including the Hyperion God Axe, a throwable weapon that can be recalled, the Tempered Cutter, a deployable saw blade, and the Astral Ballista, a chargeable bow. Now, I assume that the 30 unique weapon mods makes the weapons work in a different way. If their weapon mods are like extended mags and scopes, then I take back my previous statement about the weapon variety. Anyways, Vitruvius backs it up with gameplay footage showing off those VR-tailored mechanics. Even small touches like being able to physically push enemies or sweep their legs add to the immersion. These details might seem minor, but they're kind of a big deal since it elevates a good VR game to a great one. And then there's the freedom of movement. This is what the developers say. In Arken Age, you are a biological alien creation with full locomotion and the ability to jump, crouch, climb and swim. You can view your entire body in first person and holster weapons physically on your character. Enemies are just as versatile, dynamically switching between long-range gunplay and close-range sword combat in real time. And it's clear that Vitruvius understands the importance of immersion. That confidence is reinforced by their transparency. Unlike some studios that like to hide gameplay until launch, they've been upfront, showing off the game as if they are confident in it. Reason 3. Platform limitations. Here's the curveball. Arken Age is launching exclusively on PSVR 2 and Steam VR. If you're a Quest 3 user without a gaming PC, you're out of luck. That's a massive segment of the VR audience left behind. I mean, I get why they made the decision. The Quest 3 couldn't likely handle the game's graphical demands, but it's still a big risk. Cutting off such a huge audience could hurt sales, though I wouldn't be surprised if they release a downgraded version for the Quest 3 down the line. The final question: replayability and variety. Despite my excitement, I have one lingering concern: the world variety. From what I've seen, the environments lean heavily on outdoor landscapes with futuristic architecture, a touch of medieval ruins and some vegetation. Indoor levels look similar to outdoor ones. Will Arken Age offer enough variety? Or will it start to feel repetitive? Therefore, short play time is another potential worry. The verdict. All in all, I think Vitruvius has made a bold but ultimately smart decision to go all in on Arken Age. While it's clear the game could use a bit more polish, the potential is undeniable. If they can deliver on their promises, this could be the title that puts them on the map as a top-tier VR developer. What do you think about the game? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoy this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for more content like this.